It's Bob and Tom Tonight, starring Chick McGee, Christy Lee, Josh Arnold, Ace Cosby, Pat Godwin, Willie Griswold, and Tom Griswold.
Donut can be spelled correctly two ways.
It sure can.
Did you know that, Christy?
No.
Yeah, a donut, often spelled D-O-N-U-T. That's considered to be correct.
No, it shouldn't be. That's do not.
Well, then there's D-O-U-G-H. The point is, it's National Donut Day. It's also World Bicycle Day. So,
Yeah.
hey, grab your bike and ride to the donut shop. Right now, Willie's in his car on his way to get us donuts, which should be very exciting.
I'm definitely going to ride my bike today.
Are you?
Yeah.
It's a good day for it.
I think Willie's going to...
Check local listings.
Yeah. Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Well, this is Dick Hitswater sitting in for Ivan Jerkinoff, and this is some other news.
Seriously?
You knew it was coming sooner or later. Hey, last night CBS carried a special on Queen Elizabeth's Platinum celebration. Unfortunately, the Queen will not be attending the celebration today after she experienced some discomfort. She did respond to chants of "Long live the Queen" by responding, "I'm trying." Also not attending will be Prince Andrew, who says he tested positive for COVID. He also tested positive for pervertitis. Now imagine this. Queen Elizabeth is celebrating 70 years on the throne. That's remarkable. The only monarch to outdo that stint was the late King Constipato of Greece, who spent more time on the throne than anybody ever. Now think of poor Prince Charles, who has now been waiting as the next in line longer than most of us wait in line at the BMW or the BMV or wherever.
Sure.
You mean the Bureau of Motor Vehicles?
How about the
It is
Bureau of
supposed to be
Motor
Bavarian
Vehicles?
Motor
Let's just say it like it is. On a different topic, it's summer, and that means farmers markets are popping up all over the place. You've seen them. Farmers markets are places where people buy a grocery cart full of vegetables at Kroger, then mark it up and sell it like they grew it themselves. Oh, now, please. Come on. You can't assume that. So let's be nice to the vendors, which means that it's time for a quick review of farmers market etiquette.
Okay.
Don't be rude or say stupid things to the vendors. For example, don't approach the guy selling meat and ask, "Hey, Mr. Green Jeans, do you have any kangaroo meat?"
What?
Oh, sure.
See, remember Captain Kangaroo had those pockets, and he was a kangaroo. You see,
You know, it shouldn't require that sort of explanation.
Mr. Green Jeans was Captain Kangaroo's sidekick.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Sorry.
Hey, Bunny Rabbit. And it's even more important to be kind to female vendors at the farmer's market.
Wow.
Don't say things like, "Hey, do you mind if I thump your melons?" Especially if she's only selling lettuce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never pick up a cucumber and ask, "Does your husband know you handle these?" And no matter how frustrated she gets by your stupid produce questions, never tell her, "Don't get your radishes and panties in a bunch." And finally, never ever try to make down on the farm small talk by pointing at the vendor's wife and asking him, "So, how long you been plowing that?" Never works. This is Dick Hitswater, sitting in for Ivan Jerkinoff, and this has been Some Other News.
Thank you, Dick.
I wonder when Ivan will be back.
I think it's finally we go to Ivan Jerkinoff. Okay, I mean, maybe that's what it's time for. You ready?
Turkey is how it is said in Turkish.
Do it again.
Turkey. So, Turkey.
Turkey.
Ready?
Turkey is how it is said in Turkish.
Who is this psychopath?
I love him. He's so soothing.
Turkey.
Okay.
He's a madman.
You think he'll tell me a bedtime story later?
God. Yeah,
I'm lulling you into a false sense of
It sounds like
comfort
Dracula.
before I steal your kid.
Once again, the country that we have been calling Turkey for many years is officially changing its name. They have petitioned the United Nations. I'm not kidding. And the pronouncer from the Associated Press is the traditional Turkey, followed by, in caps, Y-A-Y, which means that would be the emphasis, that syllable, so it would be Turkey-A. I know the way to just pretend you're from Canada. Hey, what's for dinner? Turkey, eh? See that?
Probably. That's not a bad way to...
That's it. They're not the only ones doing this. This name change thing, it's happened before, Christy.
Yeah, I didn't argue with you.
Yeah,
I did.
this is a tourism. The Virgin Islands are going to change their name.
Are they? What are they changing to?
Too many perverts.
They're not going to like
What are they going to change? What are they going to? I demand to know what they're changing.
Epsteinville. I don't know.
Well, that's just mean.
North Korea is going to change the name to draw out more people. They're going to change it to South Korea.
Oh boy, that's going
to much friendlier. I like Chick's idea of calling it turducken, but I do think the Canadian formula is the way to go.
Okay.
So it's officially going to be Turkey A. I don't have much occasion to discuss anything about. I don't know much about Turkey.
Istanbul.
Well, it's mostly jungle.
Kushadasi.
It's down there on the southern
cold.
tip of South Africa.
It's all ice.
South Africa.
It's a beautiful place.
It's ice covered and desolate.
That's right. Yeah, it's where they shot the Lord of the Rings.
It says
Turkey.
this is interesting. It says Turkey's English language state broadcaster explained the decision by saying that if you Google the word Turkey, it brings up, I'm quoting here, a muddled set of images, articles, and dictionary definitions that conflate the country with the Maligris, otherwise known as a turkey, a large bird native to North America.
God.
So they're really upset about this.
Who cares?
Well, that's
I don't know
so
why.
you don't like Turkish people?
I love Turkish people.
Name
I think,
one.
Here's
in
the thing.
fact,
Name one?
In fact, if you'll recall my little DNA test, I was 3% Turkish. So I love the Turkish people.
Really?
Yes, I have it in my DNA.
Do you have any English in you?
Say no, so he
You
can give
have
it
a
no.
little English in it, isn't that what?
You want any? How does the joke go? I'm so sorry.
And it didn't say you were 3% turkey. It said you were a gobbler.
Now I'm going to have to talk to
3%
HR.
Turkish.
That's just rude.
If you saw my grandfather on my mother's side, you'd understand that.
Now,
Why? Because he had a waddle.
Oh, but he looked kind of Middle Eastern.
I wonder if Hungary is going to change their name for the same reason.
And become what?
I don't know, hangry?
That's during wartime. They're known as hangry.
No, but I think we have to say it.
Hungry.
We have to say it that way. Yeah.
Coming up, we have Jeff Oskay in the news we failed to mention, but right now we return to the news desk with Christy Lee.
And I'll have a better attitude, I promise. Authorities in Florida are saying a man defecated in a surf shop. According to the Treasure Island Police Department,
What?
the 69-year-old man walked into surf-style shop, exposed himself, and pooped on the floor near the dressing room.
You're old enough to know better.
How you doing?
Witnesses told officers the man then used a shirt belonging to the store to wipe himself.
Well, he's not going to use his shirt. He's
No.
not crazy.
Yeah.
He was taken into custody on charges of criminal mischief and exposure of sexual organs.
Whoa!
And he didn't even buy anything.
I crapped on the floor and all I got was this lousy T-shirt. Big stain on it. Where's Treasure Island, chick?
It's by St. Petersburg.
Oh, okay.
To,
Russia?
To land? No, I don't know.
No, it's up by St. Petersburg / Tampa area.
I see.
That's disgusting.
Yes, it is.
And again, old enough to know better.
69.
He must have had a reason.
He's a lunatic. That's what
They probably wronged him.
They may have.
Yeah, maybe
But
so.
he pooped in a suit.
Have you ever been wronged so badly that you wanted to poop on their floor?
No,
Yeah,
but
Okay.
yes.
I can see how I could get there.
You're going to go into a store and poop on the floor.
Give me 6 bad days. Give me 6 bad days in a row. I'm in a good place right now, but give me 6 bad days in a row. You don't know what's going to happen to me.
It was a surf shop, so
Need a
he,
hug, Willie?
If somebody tries to make him a latte again, it's going to be a bad day.
No.
Okay?
I'm not yelling at anyone.
I'm looking at a picture of the surf shop.
Yeah?
Just wipe your butt with it, you buy it. It was a surf shop, so he wiped out.
Laughing at his own musical cue.
He's dying.
Can you play Wipeout?
He's laughing.
I thought you were going to say Billabong.
Got the guitar? Here you go, Pat.
Very cool song.
One of the classics.
Now, is that the Fat Boys version?
That's the Ventures, I believe. No.
Did you see?
What? I can't hear you.
First off, turn your mic on. Second off,
I was getting... Jeez, I've had it with you people. Notorious B.I.G. is going to get the symphonic treatment. Did you see this?
No.
Mo Money, Mo Problems, done symphony style. It's going to happen June 10th at New York's Lincoln Center. Biggie's songs will be presented by a concert symphony. The Christopher Wallace Estate's given its blessing to the event. Tickets are free on a first-come, first-served basis.
I bet they are.
And attendees are encouraged to wear a creative black tie. If you can't make it in person, you can watch on Amazon's music channel on Twitch.
I could see this being really cool.
A lot of that stuff is.
Cool.
A lot of those beats are sampled from old jazz records and classical records, so they're playing a version
A
of
lot
that.
of that stuff ends up being super cool.
I'm going to the symphony tonight to see the music of Elton John and Billy Joel. I'm very excited about it.
That sounds
That'll be
less cool. For me, at least. That sounds
Really?
less cool.
Now, I missed part of the story. Is someone going to be doing the actual words?
I don't think they'll be singing. It'll just be the music.
Then they're not going to speak the hip hop rap, if you will.
Oh, I don't know, Tom. It didn't
Chick, do you
say
think
that.
they're going to speak the hip hop
The
rap?
last time you were at the symphony, did anybody sing?
You know, when you hear the hip hop, will anyone speak it for me?
Will somebody please speak the hip hop rap?
We got to get Al to call in twice a week now.
So
we
the
gotta do
last
something.
time you were at the symphony, did
I'm sorry.
anyone
Hang on.
sing?
No. I'm sorry, Tom. What was your question again?
Well, I mean, if these are hip hop songs, if you will,
Yes.
presumably there's an oral part. If
Of course. There
so-
are lyrics, if
yes,
you will.
will someone be up there performing the part that
That's not what you said the first time.
Well, what will they be performing the
Speaking the
hip-hop raps?
My goodness.
They don't make that clear in the story?
Because, I mean,
but-
otherwise, wouldn't it just be...
Yes, there is someone there.
Okay.
Saw a clip.
Does it say who it's going to be?
you saw a
The
clip.
clip I saw was a woman.
Okay.
Woman.
Oh, the Notorious TIT.
That's the line of the day, folks. Not going to get better than that.
So stupid.
Not a thing wrong with that.
Great.
So Biggie Smalls is the Notorious B.I.G.
Yeah.
You know, Ruth Bader Ginsburg. You know what
Here
they
we
call
go. Here we go
Bader
down this
Ginsburg.
long, lonely road again.
They called her the Notorious B.I.G.
No, RBG.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Biggie Smalls. I'm sorry. I'm writing this down. Biggie Smalls, the Notorious B.I.G.
Yeah,
But he was
Yeah.
Biggie Smalls. That was his nickname.
Got it.
So he had two nicknames.
Okay, we have that one. We have that one away.
Ruth Bader Ginsburg was
Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
the Notorious RBG.
Very good.
And you are?
Oh, I'm the Notorious TBG. That's
Your initials.
yes, Biggie Cox.
Yes.
Because Wally Cox is my grandfather.
Crazy.
Dude, great grandfather at this point.
Okay, ladies and
and
gentlemen.
we have news here. The phrase, will they be speaking hip hop rap, is using that phrase is officially a hate crime.
You know, we need a palate cleanser.
Who's that sexy man? Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
You know, ever since we did that story about the lion with the cool haircut,
Yeah.
I've been right on the verge of just breaking out into that song, "The Lion Sleeps Tonight."
Yeah.
I guess you could call that urge a whim away, a whim away. A whim.
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
Look at Tom. Tom was genuinely delighted.
I love that
his
joke.
eyes, his face.
You're a liar.
What are you laughing at?
A whim away. That's a great joke. I forget which one of you accuses me of magooing around town.
I often.
I think we all do.
I don't know where I'm going, but
Meanwhile, everybody behind you just in multiple car pileups.
Yeah. Fires and steam rising behind you, and you just drive through whistling.
I see. We have to. Oh, could you grab that?
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Donnie Baker.
Donnie, how are you, sir?
I'm good. You talk about Mr. Magoo doing amazing things at his age. You guys hear about that old lady setting a skydiving record?
Oh yeah, she's over 100, right?
Yeah,
she's the
103,
oldest
wasn't she?
oldest skydiver ever. That was cool.
Yeah.
Man, that reminds me of time back when I was just a small fry. Me and my friend Pat Porters, we'd duct tape his old yellow bed sheets together and jump out a second-story window in parachute pants. Swear to God. And I remember one time his dad's Vero got repoed, so it wasn't in the driveway to Breaker Falls, and Pat hit the concrete hard.
Ooh.
Yeah, it broke his fibia in half.
Oh, man.
And he's sad because he's a good pitcher, and he had his arm in a cast for most Little League that year. So just be careful. But we used to do stuff like that all the time. And kids nowadays don't do anything dangerous or adventurous. They're so soft. Hey, get this. My buddy Lewis, he makes his kid wear goggles when they're having Roman candle wars.
Well, I think that's a smart...
I know. No wonder why these kids are a bunch of half-melted snowflakes. Because nowadays, it's all wear a helmet, goggles, make sure your brakes work. Don't play in traffic on your way to see John Evans at the Cackle Shack this weekend. Don't break thermometer open and play with the mercury. Don't swim in the Pay Lake. There might be treble hooks. Don't light abandoned houses on fire. Don't wrestle stray Rottweilers. You know, don't buy rubbers that are $1 a dozen at Dollar City. My point is, no wonder why kids are on Xbox all day. That's the only way they can have fun anymore. I'm Donnie Baker, and I approve this message.
Okay.
Thank you, Donnie. God.
Hey, we have a special guest.
Thank God. Look how handsome that man is.
Look at him.
If you're not starring in the Ryan Fitzpatrick story, I want to know why.
Look at that beard.
No, it's Jeff Oskay from our staff. Jeff is going to be part of a very special charity comedy show that we're putting together. Details are on the Bob and Tom website. You'll find it right near that new Donnie Baker video. But right now, Jeffrey, what's happening?
And if you watch the Donnie Baker video, there's a little cameo by yours truly in the video. So keep an eye out.
In the buff?
My girlfriend said, you've never played a homeless guy better. All right, I'm Jeff Oskay. We give you a lot of the news each week. We don't give you all the news, so I'm here to give you the news that we failed to mention.
Now, here's Jeff Oskay with what you failed to mention news. Pew, 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 pew.
Researchers say that wearing sunglasses causes people to ogle others more. What you failed to mention, not if you're blind.
He is right.
Yeah, that's true.
We failed to mention that. It sure did.
A couple turned an old helicopter into a pull behind camper. What you failed to mention, that sounds hella stupid. We're going to get a lot of horns. There's a 1,300-pound bison on the loose that escaped from a nearby farm in Illinois. What you failed to mention, sounds like that farmer needs to bison new fencing.
Ace, your thoughts?
You must have loved that one, Ace.
Yeah.
No? Okay.
He liked it.
Okay. In England, rats are swimming up the sewer lines into people's toilets. What you failed to mention, now men will not only start shutting the lid, they'll be duct taping it shut. Duct taping it shut.
Okay. I see, it was a, honey, will you put the lid down next time joke.
Right.
Yes.
And now not only are they going to put it down, they're going to...
Because there are rats in the toilet.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, this is going well.
It was, yeah.
A lot of momentum lost.
Earlier, you'll love this. This will bring it back. Last month, a man was caught masturbating on the porch of a Mexican restaurant.
Oh, man.
What you failed to mention, he was just celebrating Spunko de Mayo.
Oh, right.
He's back. I'd like my Spunko with mayo.
Ooh, I'll pass. Last week in Brazil, an airport's TVs were hacked and started showing hardcore porn. What you failed to mention, well, see, little buddy, when 6 men and 2 women love each other very, very much, strippers are saying that a recession is coming due to the lack of patrons. What you failed to mention, it's gotten so bad, I've heard the strippers are now accepting camel cash for VIP tickets. Camel cash. Bringing it back to the 90s.
That's old school.
I was going to go with Speedy Rewards points. Changed it to Camel Cash at the last minute. Wish I would have stuck with it.
No, I like Camel Cash.
Camel Cash is funny.
What's Camel Cash?
From the cigarettes, Camel Cash.
Oh.
You could turn it in for like a camel jacket.
No,
Yeah.
Camel.
I had no idea.
Luggage.
You could buy Marlboro miles. You could buy a raft.
Yes.
A raft.
Yeah, if you smoked $40,000 worth of Marlboros, you got a $200 raft.
I hear that now you can get a ventilator.
Yes.
Unfortunate reality.
reality for a lot of people.
Yeah, and my fault, by the way.
Unfortunate reality for a lot of people.
Thank you, Willie.
Okay.
I made them do it.
Old people can now join the Russian army. What you failed to mention, it was the age limit keeping them away.
You mean can join or forced to join?
Christy refused to do that story.
I did.
Did you see the pictures? It's amazing. You can tell a lot of the older guys are in it now because the turn signals are on in the tanks all the
time. A woman last week gave birth on a flight. A woman last week gave birth on a flight. What you failed to mention, Mommy, is that the Grand Canyon? No, it's just a woman giving birth.
Wow. So you read that more than once and said, I'm going for it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, Tom, you know my life. I go for it always, even when it's the worst idea ever.
I enjoyed it very much.
An 82-year-old woman earned her college degree last week. What you failed to mention, at the end of the graduation, she had to have the student next to her throw her mortarboard in the air because she was too frail to lift it.
Yeah.
A new old, yes.
Going for that PhD may be a bad idea.
New study says men who post shirtless in their Tinder profile pics do not do well with the ladies. Well, you failed to mention that's crazy because the shirtless women on there do amazingly well with the men.
I like those shirtless ladies.
Yeah, that is odd, yeah.
Let's do this. Last week, Tom's not going to like this, but last week I was grabbing a snack from the fridge in the green room while Tom was preparing his tea in the Keurig, and he let one audibly rip near my head.
Yeah.
What you failed to mention, I would have been more upset, but I assumed he was just getting me back for teabagging his tea 3 minutes earlier while he was in the John. I'm Jeff Oskay, and this has been the news that you failed to mention.
All right. Back to the book.
And
what you failed to mention.
That's the way guys are.
Jeff Oskay.
If you're getting somebody back, it's wide open.
Watch the entire show live or on demand at bobandtom.com.
Hey man, this is Donnie Baker. If you just like that video, then do your part. Like and subscribe. You have to. It's state law.